Alrighty guys, how's it going? We are back for another Gold Cup match, this time USA versus Costa Rica. I'm still shocked that Guatemala actually pulled off the upset. But yeah, now it's time to put all eyes on this game. All eyes on this game. So some new players coming into the team for them. Gamboa getting his first minutes of this tournament in the back line. And expect to see Martinez and Vargas up front interchanging, trying to get pressure on this U.S. back line. Miguel Herrera knows from chaos. He has been a part of some wonderful moments in his career. He is trying to engineer more chaos. And we had bedlam in this building about 40 minutes ago when Guatemala got past Canada, knocked out one of the favorites at this Gold Cup in a penalty shootout. Can Mauricio Pochettino and the in St. Louis on Wednesday night. 3, 2, 1, and we are off. And a little bit of early aggression there. Here we go. Just before the game kicks off. Never mind, we're not off. Now we're off. There we go. Now we're underway. There we go. It is the United States wearing blue. It is the Ticos of Costa Rica in white. And the United States, after a blowout win against Trinidad and Tobago, did what they had to do in the final two games of the group stage. A one-goal victory against Saudi Arabia, a one-goal victory against Haiti. And here they are once again in the knockout stage. They have advanced from 12 straight Gold Cup quarterfinals. Last fall in this round a quarter century ago, when it took a penalty shootout 2 years ago against Canada to get them to advance. A really long ball for Diego Luna. Ends up repelled, and an offside flag was up anyway. Oh wow, we actually have a Guatemala. Costa Rica. They like the U.S. That's a good thing or that's a bad thing. On the field. They're a bit short-handed for this game here today. They've done what they had to do. Stop each time winner with Suriname in the opener. Come from behind win against the Dominican Republic in game 2. Courtesy of a more obscure interpretation of the offside law, a scoreless draw with Mexico last Sunday in the group stage finale. Whereas this is where the U.S. succeeds. This is traditionally where Costa Rica falls. They have lost in 6 of their last 7 quarterfinal appearances. What is this thing going to look like? Because that seems to be the single biggest question coming in for both sides today. Well, the big thing is Costa Rica in a back 4. Cabo's pushed out to the left. Vargas is playing near on this right-hand side. It's more of a 4-4-1-1. They're going to have Aguilera playing up front underneath Martinez. But for the U.S., at least in the defensive shape, that was one of the questions. It's more of a 4-3-3. Berhalter is pushing out to the right. Delatorre, Tillman, and Tyler Adams are the 3. But even in that short stint that we had with the U.S. with the ball, Tyler Adams is dropping between the 2 center backs. So you're seeing both fullbacks advance, which we have not seen. Expected possession, Berhalter to be in these types of positions, coming inside, finding a nice little pocket to be able to turn, play on the half turn, play the ball forward. And as you see now, Tyler Adams dropping, being that deep pivot, is more of a traditional 6, splitting the center backs. Raymond Richards making space, but a lot is going to fall on Tyler Adams in and out of possession. He has to be the first one if there's a transition opportunity for Costa Rica to cut off the passing lane and break up play. There is Sebastian Berhalter. As much as any player has seen his star rise in the course of this 4-week-long camp. As you saw, playing in front of his family, just a few doors to our right in one of the suites here in Minneapolis. Just had that skip underneath his foot as he was trying to send Freeman forward. Good step by Richards to intercept. Nice. Patrick Archibald, can he get there? No, it's cleared away. Pablo Vargas out for a U.S. throw. It's a Costa Rican team without
3 starters, 2 of them suspended for yellow card accumulation, 1 of them injured, and then 2 other backups who could be starters. Both picked up injuries in the course of this tournament. But they do have their all-time legend, Keylor Navas, in goal as it comes in for Berhalter. He clips it up. Tillman trying to bring it down, hook backwards.
Throwing that is not offside.
You just see how compact all the bodies are in there. Natural sunlight coming through the open side to our left and all the windows here in Minneapolis, this beautiful indoor stadium that the U.S. is playing in for the first time. And Luna just couldn't quite get there on Carlos Mora. There is Sebastian Berhalter. Mauricio Pochettino is the latest coach of his that we've talked to, who raves about his professionalism, his attitude, his mentality. Pochettino was quick to add, he's got quality too. They love what they're seeing from him on set pieces. They love the aggressiveness they know they're going to get from him in this game against Costa Rica. And for a guy that just a couple of weeks ago debuted for the United States, it's been a quick rise for him. Tillman, they'll find Luna.
Nice.
Gets the way. Berhalter trying to get out of the way.
I like the matchup for the U.S. down their right side. Calvo rotating out to that left back position because Mora's out through suspension. He's played in that position before, but more of a
cross and
Corner.
For a U.S. corner.
Yep, first corner of the game.
In his career as a center back and not wanting to face players 1v1, and I do think the U.S. between Freeman and then Berhalter, and maybe you start to get the runs of Ajimon down that channel, you're going to have some success. This time it comes down through the left with Arston, and one of the big things we've been talking about with Sebastian Berhalter has given the U.S. between he and McGlynn, who's not on the field today, so expect a lot of the set pieces coming from Berhalter. It's given them a threat, especially trying to target that man right there, Chris Richards.
Berhalter's inserted deep to the back post. Ajimon trying to get it back in front, and on the bounce, Keylor Navas is there. Navas will punt it out quick, although Alonso Martinez of New York City FC had already gone for a tumble. Martinez has been New York City's leading scorer the last year and a half, going against his club teammate Matt Freese, the U.S. goalkeeper today.
Yes, just taking a pause on the ball here with Ream to get the offensive set to allow Arston now to get into his position high and wide. You're seeing a lot more in the pockets. There's almost 5 players for the U.S. centrally trying to open up some space to find the little lanes to get Luna and Tillman in some good spots.
Look at the other Tory for Max Arston. Chris Richards opens up for Alex Freeman, son of Antonio Freeman, Green Bay Packers Super Bowl winner. Playing today in the home of the Minnesota Vikings. Tim Ream, the captain, clips it on Arston in chase. And Vargas will be able to shepherd it out for a goal kick. Let's hear more about the wonderful relationship between the Berhalters, father and son. Jenny Taft out on the field. I know you've been talking with both of them. What more can you give us on what's really just a terrifically fun story for this U.S. team right now?
Well, John, it really is true how much I've enjoyed getting to know Sebastian. Obviously, we spent a lot of time with Greg, and he lit up this week when he told me he thought Greg would be here in attendance. You know, he's described him as not only his dad, but a best friend, his coach. We know the relationship, and I asked Sebastian about his motivation due to the familiarity he's always had with the national team, and he said, I've been so motivated to represent my country. That pride has been instilled in me from a very young age, and you guys were talking about those set pieces. He lights up when you ask him about it. He said, I want to be the guy who can be relied upon with the national team. I was that guy in Vancouver, and I want to be the guy here.
You know, it's funny, Jenny, we actually just shared some moments with Greg Berhalter before this, and I was saying, when did Sebastian start really drilling down and wanting to be good at set pieces? Was it as a pro? And he said, no. So when he was young, he was all the time in there practicing, trying to really improve in that part of his game, knowing that it could be important. The other thing he said has been really cool as a dad who has both played for and coached the national team was being able to share some of his memories and his moments and how special that was with the national team. But now Sebastian having that opportunity to share his moments and memories with his dad, Greg. So I know the whole Berhalter family, you saw them on the screen, they're a couple doors down from us, just beaming with pride, being able to be here because the Fire played yesterday and he could be in attendance to watch his son represent the United States in a quarterfinal of the Gold Cup.
We've seen a couple times the ball sort of softening up. This is natural grass that has been put in over an artificial surface normally here when the Vikings play. We saw, and the word that sort of the U.S. equipment staff, their takeaway, they're talking to J-Town before the game, it's soft. We saw a lot of players slipping in the early game between Canada and Guatemala. We've seen a sort of a couple funny hops there that Matt Freese has been trying to figure out, and those are the Costa Rican players that they are without for this one. Manfred Ugalde would have been their top scorer at this tournament, all 3 goals from penalties, but had an assist as well. He's suspended. Joseph Mora, former DC United and Charlotte FC player, he's suspended. That was just a mistake there by Max Arston. Missed that ball in the air. Kenneth Vargas coming forward. First attack of the game for Costa Rica. Vargas on Arston. Vargas from the bottom line. Whipped it in front. Stabbed away by Tim Rain. Carlos Mora, no relation to Joseph Mora. Looking to reset. A slip from Luna. Mora picks it up now. Arston backing off. Able to block the cross. And then an awkward challenge as Arston goes in. It's a penalty for Costa Rica.
Bullshit! Bullshit! Are you fucking kidding me?
Ball around midfield, and all of a sudden now Arston's going back, defending with a bit of panic. It was cleared initially, and then you reference both the slip from Luna, and then I wonder if Arston just gets caught here as he's trying to lunge for this ball.
No, VAR that!
It's just a reckless
fucking VAR that, now!
Vargas, absolutely a penalty.
Well, no, it's not! It's not a fucking penalty, no! That is not a penalty! What are you talking about? You ain't talking shit! VAR that! VAR that, now! You better fucking VAR that. No, they're not gonna VAR it, really?
And so will be the former Minnesota United captain, played parts of 3 seasons
such
in
bullshit.
this city. Francisco Calvo.
Dude, they better not
His
fucking score that shit.
110th
They better
appearance for
not.
Costa Rica. Matt Freese, the surprise start at this tournament ahead of Matt Turner in goal. This is the first penalty that he has faced in a United States shirt. We've seen Panama, a favorite, get caught by Honduras. We've seen Canada, a favorite, get caught by Guatemala. And now the United States at risk of going down early against Costa Rica here in the quarterfinal. And they aren't just checking through that entire sequence. Diego O'Hare, Guatemala's the video assistant referee. Walter Lopez, our referee. Looks like the check is complete. And now Francisco Calvo stands over the penalty. Matt Freese between him and an early lead for Costa Rica here in Minneapolis.
And goal.
Freese got a hand to it, but he couldn't keep it out.
No way, bro. No fucking way.
It was Arston who gave away the penalty, and there was a long wait with Calvo standing over the ball. And Freese goes the right way. Read the body shape of Calvo. It was just hit with enough power that he couldn't keep it out with that left hand. As the players that cannot play a part today watching on nervously. There's Calvo looking for his arm leaning. Gets a good step on it and just can't push it past the post. Ends up taking a little knock off the post, but into the back of the net. Costa Rica first attack, creating a penalty. Just a bad decision in the back for Max Arston. And Costa Rica with a lead in the first time the U.S. have trailed at this Gold Cup.
That's Ugalde there in the front row on the left. Watching Calvo give Costa Rica the advantage. And as you rightly said, the U.S. are trailing out for the first time at this tournament. And how do they respond? Guys that have not been in
Dude, that is
position,
so...
some of these players.
That was such a stupid penalty, too. Like, that was such a soft
Costa Rican team
penalty.
that is riding a wave of belief from upsets they've seen the last 24 hours. Picked up by Del Torre. A lot of runners inside. Where's the space outside? Arston hooks that ball in. No one there in a blue shirt. Berhalter comes to collect. Back to Freeman. Freeman in for Del Torre. And not on the same page with Tillman.
And here's one of the things, John, when we did our chat pre-game about this match, and one of the themes of taken away from the other quarterfinals was, look, this is a knockout match in a tournament. And what's the difference between that and the group stage? Well, you lose, you go home. And every mistake, every moment, every pass, every play is amplified with more pressure, and it just means more, and it affects the game more in a different way because of that pressure. Canada had the red card in the first half, changes the whole game. So now for the U.S., they got a long way to go here, but this is a good test of adversity and a bit of pressure on these players now going behind in the tournament to show what they can do and how they can get back into this game.
And that was part of our conversation with Mauricio Pochettino at the team hotel yesterday. He told us these new guys need to feel this pressure. It's good to see how they deal with it. How do they compete under stress? And how do the experienced players, Pochettino said, help them out as Reed just got away with that one. Freeze losing his footing as he gets it cleared long. Well, here you go. You wanted pressure, you wanted stress, you got it. Tillman will get there. Berhalter. Can Arston get himself back on side? He picks it up now. Had Del Torre running inside, doesn't use it, hooks it in, and comes all the way through.
No, don't blow it! And he blows it. And he blows it. And he fucking blows it.
They're finding some good ways to attack, using the width really well. Good ball out to Arston. He's beaten his man twice to get services into the box. This is the ball that ends up. This is a look at the penalty again.
Okay, I really don't think that was a penalty. I really don't think that should be.
He definitely sees Vargas in his peripheral, but he'd already committed to swinging a big swing at that ball, lunging for it really in a part of the field he didn't necessarily have to. Then Francisco Calvo celebrating his 15th goal for his country.
Top 10 all-time for appearances, Calvo, at the age of 32. Rain comes flying through. Aljamon will chase. Aljamon will get there above Pablo Vargas. Who then goes flying in on that tackle to send it out.
I think what you want to see from the U.S. now is maintaining the pressure. Really starting to ramp up the pressure on Costa Rica. Putting the balls in the box. Test that back line. Quick movements. Play with an intensity.
Tillman, Del Torre. Luna, nice first touch. Back for Arston. Halter had to chase to keep that in play. He's able to keep it in play. Freeman, good move inside. Now you see the ball kind of bounce and bobble up a little bit on him.
I can just see Calvo's very weary of the speed of Freeman. He doesn't want him running at him, so he's trying to get tight. I think that's opening up some passing lanes down the side of the Costa Rican center backs. If the U.S. can focus on that right side.
Arston. Del Torre sends it back. The reality of it is we can talk about past Gold Cups and the U.S. coming from behind, getting results. It was not these guys. This group together are in this for the first time. It was almost Luna on the end of the through ball from Tillman. Richards is caught all the way upfield. He's got to scramble back. Aljamon was trying to pick the pocket. Richards pokes it away. Long it goes again. Tyler Adams helping out of the back right now. Nice. Freeman hooks it away very well. Nice.
That was terrible, man.
Now Del Torre. Richards long switch to Frank Arston. Chris Richards has talked about taking on an increased feeling of responsibility. As he said before the tournament to us, I need to be the guy. Starting in the Premier League, he won the FA Cup with Crystal Palace. This is 29th game for the U.S. today. Tillman, good turn inside, slipping the outside by Moore. Gave the space. Tillman thought about the shot. Nice. Del Torre for the byline. He'll clip it up. Luna.
Oh, come on. Don't be too hard.
He's finding some nice space now to be able to turn. He's shaped up like he's going to hit the shot, get some defenders off balance, and then opts for finding the pass wide. Good recognition by Luca Del Torre this time to join the attack from deep. Tries to pick out players in the box. There weren't too many, but it was Luna at the back post. He's trying to go up for a bit of an acrobatic effort to get over the top of it and keep it on target.
We'll we'll see this now from Costa Rica and from their 38-year-old goalkeeper, Keylor Navas. The game management. And that's the reward they get. Taking the early lead, the 12th-minute penalty goal from Francisco Calvo. There's Calvo on the ball. Costa are under some pressure. Good work by the U.S. to hunt it back. Demontori first to the loose ball. Adams reverses it for Freeman.
Already did that.
Tim Ream has been praised by Mauricio Pochettino about his leadership, his positive leadership. A group of U.S. veterans who have been good at this camp, lifting the young players.
Oh, no,
Seven.
Seven.
He did it. That's Armstead. It ranks 4. Ajimon couldn't get inside of Vargas, and then Ajimon is dealt with it awkwardly. It's a Costa Rica throw.
And just holding that right leg gingerly. I wonder if it was just in contact he took with Vargas on the challenge. It's part of what Ajimon does so well for this team. His constant running on the shoulders of center backs, dragging them wide, holding up play, creating space for other players. Hasn't really been able to get involved in this game so far.
Mauricio Pochettino, he looked relaxed. He told us yesterday, we're relaxed, we're prepared, we have confidence. As he said at one point, we know that we can adapt quickly to any changes in the game. 4 weeks they've been together. He was raving to us last night about the atmosphere of the team, the feeling of the group together, the work they've been able to do, finally starting to see the fruits of the things that he and his staff have been trying to implement with different U.S. groups since October. But this is where we have to all see it, right? That's the point, is that they can leverage that to come from behind.
Yeah, and the thing is with this game, I actually feel the U.S. have started fairly well outside of a mistake in the back that gives a penalty. That's the only chance Costa Rica have had the game, as Berhalter takes a late kick there. They're getting good pressure on the ball, they're winning the ball in the right parts of the field, they're creating goal-scoring opportunities. So outside of scoring a goal, it's actually going the way I think the U.S. would have liked, but when the ball came down their end, which is a lot of how Costa Rica play, they play risk-averse, they've got a lot of numbers behind the ball, and then they look to play on the counterattack.
Brandon Aguilera just celebrated his 22nd birthday yesterday, and he's still down. Berhalter back up to his feet. Lopez, a referee, the senior-most official of the group now that Concacaf has at their disposal for the Gold Cup.
Now that's a pretty long way for a bent type of set-piece ball. Although it seems like Berhalter might be lining up for that. I wonder if he tries to clip this one deep. Or, I mean, certainly the way he's shaping up is not a driven ball. He's going to try to whip this ball in with a lot of pace.
This has not been a strength of Keylor Navas, dealing with balls in space in that sort of chaos, and that one just doesn't get past the
It was a
first
long
wave.
way to try to go for that type of technique, end up picking up better spot now.
Whoa, hey.
Tyler Adams looking to try to play Freeman quickly on the far side.
This is where Walter Lopez, a very experienced referee, has to manage the management from Costa Rica with this lead.
Oh, come on, that's a foul.
Come on, ref.
That's a real foul.
We're playing Costa Rica.
All right, so what do you want to see from
Is it
Costa
live?
Rica?
Yes, it's live.
Because you could
Listen, I'm gonna ice my butt.
Ajimon trying to prevent the quick throw.
Right.
Oh, stole the ball.
To get there in front of Martinez.
Stole the ball, we stole the ball.
We got the ball. We got the ball.
The penalty foul
We
being
got
away.
the
Continue to make the plays he
ball.
needs to make.
We got
This is
the
his
ball.
8th appearance for the
We got
U.S.
the ball. We
So
got the ball.
after the game,
Richards, immediate pressure. That's Berhalter. Can they get Freeman on the run?
Nice.
Slip on the outside by Calvo.
Save it. Save
It's a
it.
70-yard wide field.
That's the one they were looking for, though. It was a great job by Freeman. You're seeing a bit higher in a more familiar position for him from that right back position, having a bit of freedom to attack. He checked deep, spins in behind Calvo. I like that matchup for the U.S. Just the execution wasn't quite there between he and Berhalter.
Costa Rica scored 12 minutes in. They've held the lead for 12 minutes now. Calvo penalty. Del Torre. Luna wanted inside. Comes outside to Arston. Luna. Underhand's going to find him again. Dances his way back inside. Malik Tillman. Immediate pressure. Kept it on one. Couldn't keep on the second. And now Costa Rica trying to get out on the break. Martinez furthest forward. This is Vargas running at Adams. Gets Vargas. Plays it back outside. Alejandro Brown. Broad, and was there a deflection off Tillman or a mishit. It's been given as a goal kick.
This is the type of execution Costa Rica want to play with throughout the game. Solid defensive shape. First ball quickly out of pressure. That was a late challenge from Tyler Adams. Play on was the call, and then they end up with a shot. But good defending and working back that time from Tillman to get some pressure on the shot. But they do look a threat, and that's why I said Tyler Adams becomes a big, important part of the defensive unit for the U.S. and trying to be that first guy to get pressure on the ball as Costa Rica are trying to break away in transition.
Nice. Go, 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 go.
For the referee during the replay sequence for that late challenge. Patrick Angemong now. Back for Arston. Del Torre. Tyler Adams. Freeman trying to leak out to the right. Comes short to Berhalter instead. Del Torre. Angemong. Tillman. Patrick Angemong lost his angle, cutting it back, and it actually pulled off the outside of the post.
Such a nice angle. We lost it.
Yeah, he loses his footing just as this ball comes off his feet, but I love the pass from Del Torre here because he shaped like he was going to play the easy ball. Ends up threading the needle, and Angemong is onside, gets the return ball, but he just lost his footing as he was trying to accelerate to get on the end of that, and then he's off balance, he's scrambling, trying to get the ball with his left foot, hits the outside of the woodwork there, but a good little build-up from the U.S. and now starting to get Angemong more involved into the game. He's a handful. He makes stuff happen. He can pin defenders, he can occupy center backs, he can run in the channel.
We got the
And nice little back-to-goal play there in combination with Tillman.
We got the ball.
So Angemong said yesterday, we asked him about his matchups and what he sees his role as on the field. He said, it's my job to create havoc and chaos, occupy defenders, create space for my teammates, create opportunities for myself. Knocked away from Freeman there on the outside. Josimar Alcocer keeps it in play. Alcocer cuts it inside of Freeman. It's too far for Braun. Luna doing the defensive work. How can the U.S. play out of the pressure? Ream back for Freeze. He plays safe and hooks it away.
I think you can tell there, by the way, not totally the same, but Ream getting the ball back to Freeze. Freeze not taking any chances, and just clearing the ball. That's how he learned a little bit.
Tillman's down hurt. That was an awkward slide there as he lost his footing and got involved in a challenge. Tyler Adams commits the foul, and the concern behind the play, maybe the best, certainly attacking player the U.S. have had at this tournament, Malik Tillman.
I think it's more from just the contact between his shin and the leg of the Costa Rican defender there. So good to see him back up on his feet.
Leading scorer for the U.S. with 3 goals. Adams and Richards almost collided there. And then Tillman a bit late on that foul. All right, let's hear more about big man up front for the U.S. Patrick Angemong from Jenny Tapp down the field. Jenny?
John, the biggest thing is perspective, and I know we know his story now, but just thinking about the fact that 5 years ago, the last Gold Cup, he was playing D3 soccer, and I know we describe his talent as raw, but now he's starting for the national.
Shoot. Shoot. Yeah, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. Come on, go back. Go back.
Let's continue to listen in here and. But now he's starting for the national team, and someone who knows him so well is his Charlotte FC teammate, and that's Tim. But now he's starting for the team, and someone who knows him so well is his Charlotte FC teammate, and that's Tim Ream, who has described him as a sponge. He's just constantly trying to improve, constantly asking questions. And Pat and I had a great conversation this week, and he said, yeah, over the last 5 years, there were doubts, but I always believed I could be this guy, and he is far from done. Wants to solidify his spot on this national team now and moving forward.
First-round draft pick a couple of years ago at the University of Rhode Island after transferring. Growing up in East Hartford, Connecticut, Adams out jump, falls to Richards. He'll get it clear. As we have said, Berhalter lost his footing. Without a challenge there. Calvo running forward. He's the goal scorer. Gets it away wide. Costa running at Freeman. Now a shot from a long ways out. It's a long ways off, but we're seeing a lot of players lose their footing on this natural grass surface rolled in on the artificial turf in Minnesota.
And it's not like players should be surprised, because a lot of conversations were with the equipment managers, having watched the game that we just watched before between Canada and Guatemala. And just one of the areas you need to be very careful is in and around the box. Charging in like that, maybe you lose your footing, you smash into the opposing player, you give away a penalty or a foul. But we've seen a couple of players now, even the past couple of minutes, guys coming in. It's really when they're coming in at speed, trying to slow down their tempo, they're losing their footing.
We saw at one point in the Canada-Guatemala game, there was an injury stoppage and multiple Guatemalans coming over and changing their boots as if it was a NASCAR pit stop or something like that, just trying to get better traction. Half an hour played in the home of the Vikings in Minneapolis. And the early penalty goal for Francisco Calvo's the difference. Tillman from Algernon to the ball line, cutting it in front.
Oh, come on!
Freeman cutting it back. It was the wrong side of Berhalter's line.
Oh, come on. That's bullshit.
Come
on, guys. You're better than this. Come on.
Tim Ream,
You guys are
chance to
better than
reset,
this.
finds Tyler Adams. The U.S. team had seen Canada go out in penalties here earlier. That saw the tournament favorite Panama go out in penalties last night. Mexico labored through a win over Saudi Arabia late last night. Arston, Luna. 4 white shirts around him. Algernon trying to spin his way through, and then it bundles his way through Alejandro Braun.
Well, Tillman is still down inside the box, and he was signaling to the bench the signal for VAR. And I wonder if he feels he took a really hard and late tackle after he crossed that ball into the box. But it was a nice move. Again, this is where the U.S. are having success. With Tillman and Luna high alongside Adjumang to begin, they're dropping a little bit deeper. So you can see actually the cleat into the leg of Tillman as he gets this ball into the box.
That's a penalty.
Yeah, that should be a penalty.
That's a penalty.
That should be a penalty.
A penalty on VAR.
Yeah, come on. That should be a penalty.
I'm on the fence because it's one of those, the ball was already gone and it didn't necessarily be, but that.
They're going to check on VAR.
Really dangerous. You have to protect the players. I think we might see a red card here.
Oh, a red card! Oh, shit. Okay.
That's serious.
What?
You can't go with your feet like that. You don't kill somebody.
Yeah.
Studs exposed with force into the back of the leg of Tillman.
All right, come on, guys.
Dangerous play.
Okay, come on, ref. Don't be a dumbass here. Make the right choice.
The other thing too,
Make the
that's
right
in
choice,
dangerous
guys.
given a moment. He could have broken his leg there, and that's what you're trying
Well,
to
they
get
better
out of the
make the
game.
fucking right
And that's
choice,
why
or
this
else
should
we'll
be a
have
red
problems.
card. So he's trying to slow it down, see it in all different speeds.
Yeah, that should be a penalty.
It's one
I really don't see any way that's not.
This
That's
better
not
be a
decision
penalty.
here.
40-year-old defender.
I'm going to be so pissed if it's
starter
not.
at the back. Amidst all the injuries that Costa Rica are dealing with in this game. Walter Lopez having a long look at it. He's reached his decision. Let's find out what it is.
Penalty! Penalty! That's what you get, Costa Rica. That is what you get. Penalty!
The United States a chance to tie the game here in Minneapolis. And credit to the video assistant.
That should be a red card though as well.
Thanks for the
spotting that.
VAR.
Interestingly,
That should be a red card too, by the way. That really should be a red card.
But yeah, that's a penalty. Absolutely. Is that it? So it's going to be a yellow card.
Only a yellow?
Yellow card to
Only a yellow? That should be a red. No.
for
Fuck
the
you,
United
ref.
States. And a very painful ankle for Malik Tillman to win it. And here's where it gets easier said than done, because you're going to go against Keylor Navas, one of the best goalkeepers, if not the best ever in this region of the world. Brought out of retirement, international retirement at least, to play at the Gold Cup for Costa Rica.
It's also
Okay,
going to
well,
be interesting who takes
we
this.
need a good, like,
Imagine it's
we
going to be
need a
He's
good
walking over to
goal
take the
kicker.
ball for Diego Luna. You see where the sun is coming in from the open side.
Yeah, I mean, but that's really not fair to us, but okay.
Indoor stadium.
Alright, okay. We need a good kicker.
Penalty at senior professional level. He has some penalty experience when he was with Bayern Munich's youth teams.
Yeah, that seriously should have been a red.
The top scorer of this tournament. He has accepted the
Alright,
role of
alright,
the
come on,
success
Tillman.
he's had in Europe and what
Don't
that
let us
needs to
down.
mean
Come on,
for the
Tillman.
United States. And now against the living legend, Keylor Navas. With 10 minutes to
Come
go
on,
in the
Tillman.
first half of the Gold Cup quarterfinal.
Come on, Tillman.
It's the opportunity for Malik Tillman to bring the United States back level against Costa Rica.
Come on, Tillman. Come on, Tillman. Alright, come on, Tillman. Please, Tillman, please.
Off the outside of the post. Austin Forrest to pick it up. Austin fires, saved by Navas. It's going to spin it.
Oh my fucking god, man.
What?
What?
So we have a lot of time to think about this. Navas with the gamesmanship, and so here we go.
Now it's really blowing up here. Tillman is on his own right now on another side of the field.
I said Navas the wrong way, but Navas so active on his line, you wonder if he pushes, just puts him off at that moment. Then Navas gets up and makes a fantastic save on Arston, trying to bend that ball to the back post. And then I'm sure just a bit of jawing from Vargas there and Tillman for missing, and then there's Arston getting involved. Bodies flying down. Freeze coming over and consoling Tillman. But I was trying to make sure on the penalty was Navas off his line. Was he on? He was on his line. So that part is not coming back. It's going to be a corner for the U.S. on the first side, which they were trying to take.
Yeah, well, someone else should have taken that penalty. Not Tillman.
Well, Matt Freeze went on a
Someone who actually has experience should have taken that penalty.
You see the way the U.S.
Not
players were
fucking
supporting each
Tillman.
other. The question now for Walter Lopez.
We're going to get some cards.
Gosh, man.
So it looks like Chris Richards is picking up a card and Vargas for the aftermath. Now, Richards not one of those players who...
Mike,
And Kenneth Vargas to be
yeah,
taking
yeah, I
other
know.
Vargas.
Yeah, I know.
Not the one that's already on the yellow from the tackle that was... I think
Come
still
on.
should have been
Yeah, I
a
mean,
card.
oh, dude. I can't believe this. I mean, we have to win
Kenneth
that.
Vargas would be suspended now for the semifinal, and Costa Rica advances one of a number of players on both sides
Well, they better not advance.
that are facing that possibility today. Now out of that, the U.S. with the corner. Berhalter once again to take, and they shake
Piss the
off
fuck
the
off.
missed penalty. Still find their way back into the final
Literally
minutes of the
pissed
half.
off.
Berhalter's outswinger trying to flick from Freeman. Richards in the area. Ajamong in the area. He goes down for a tumble. Not fully clear. Luna mishit it. It might stay in play for Freeman. He hooks it back
Corner.
in, and they get another corner out of it, the U.S.
Ends up slicing it, but you're right, the spin on the ball combined with the soft grass ends up keeping that ball in play.
Bro.
A lot of Berhalter's balls so far have been under hit.
This match has been going
Can't get
horrible
past that
so
first
far.
man at the near
Horrible.
box. Ends up getting flipped on by the
Absolutely
U.S. Sure, you
horrible.
gotta get in front of that first man.
What are we doing, man? What are we
Corner
doing?
for the U.S. now, and we're holding the corner just to allow the video assistant referee a moment to look at that last sequence. Nothing seen in there. Berhalter a little deeper this time. Ajamong, Ream a chance. Ajamong a chance. Ajamong. It's out and for another corner.
Wow, another corner? Oh, all right. Come on, guys. Please make it on this corner, please. Come on, please.
Pressure building.
Come on, guys. Like, actually, guys.
Yeah, Ajamong at the back post going up with Ream. Second ball is always a problem. U.S. staying alive, staying active in and around the box. They constantly try to start, especially Ream and Richards around the penalty spot. And as Berhalter starts his movement, they crash towards that 6-yard box. Conversations, yeah.
Wants to bring players
What?
over for a chat.
What?
I think they're just trying to make sure that Freeman's not interfering with Keylor Navas.
Oh,
Goalkeepers, if they take any
Fuck
type
you.
of contact, they throw the hands up in the air, but you don't want to kill a good play by getting contact with the goalkeeper.
Once again, an in-swinger this time. Gets it in.
Come on, come on. Come on, you guys. Come on, you guys.
Finding some space, starting a little
Look
bit
at
deeper,
it.
trying to
Look at
attack the
this
ball
move.
ahead. Couldn't read. This time on the back of his defender's shoulders, a look at the penalty. Just comes across his body too much, trying to
Someone else should have taken that penalty, not
He was
Tillman.
opened up as though he was going to go to the side that Navas
Someone else should have
so you
taken
throw
that,
off
not
the
Tillman.
goalkeeper, but by doing so, swung the leg so far across
Seriously,
his
someone else
body,
should have gotten that.
ends up coming back, hitting the post, and going out of play.
You said in the pregame when talking about what these games require, it's little plays, little moments, and small margins. Costa Rica's penalty came off Matt Freese's fingertips. 6 inches the other way, he saves it. 6 inches the other way, that one bounces off the inside of the post.
And I think it's the hardest thing for the U.S. and these players right now to understand is you still have to be patient. You're creating goal-scoring opportunities. Sure, you've missed a penalty. Sure, because that one's
misconnection between him and Tim Ream. Brandon Aguilera coming forward. Aguilera, that's going to come all the way through. But to your point, don't panic yet.
Yeah, but continue to play with a controlled aggression. You're not playing reckless. You're not opening up. You're staying within your shape. And I think that'll be the message. The U.S.
Nice.
to create goal-scoring opportunities.
Super nice.
Marston for Tillman. Marston for Luna. Diego Luna.
Diego Luna!
That was beautiful.
Moonman ties it just like that, and it is 1-1.
That was nice.
This is just such a great example of the perseverance and the continued opportunities that the U.S. are making. Arston picks up a good position. Good
Oh, hit the guy. He bounced off the guy. He was going and then he bounced the ball.
Takes a wicked deflection.
Deflected.
Well, we still got it.
He had one that he was denied that ends up going to Ajamong in the first game. Didn't get his first international goal, but he does now. And an important moment for this U.S. team after trailing here against
All right, we are back. We are so back.
missed chances, but yet this team has found a way through and leveled this game here in Minneapolis.
Diego Luna very adept in placing shots off other people and getting them to go. 31 minutes, the U.S. trail. Tillman intercepts. It is his pass to Marston that sprung that sequence. And you see what it means for Diego Luna. He could have played for Mexico. He could have
Luna!
But the Sunnyvale, California native in the South Bay area.
Scored by Diego Luna.
Against Costa Rica in January. Broke his nose. Demanded to stay on the field. Picked up an assist.
Yes.
Later.
Look.
Freeman not going to get there. Gamboa gets it clear. And now against Costa Rica. Luna gets his first goal. Max Arston, his third assist of the tournament. There might be a fair bit of stoppage time coming at the end of the half here as well.
The other part I like about that goal and the ball from Arston is that he's the guy who makes the mistake, gives away a penalty. He's had a couple of opportunities to deliver a good ball, and that time he had the recognition. Look, I'm not just going to swing this in and hope it finds a blue shirt. He picks his head up, he finds Luna. Luna gets turned, gets the shot off his foot, and it creates a goal. So by finding and picking out a teammate in the box, he's created that goal. That's going to give away a foul.
Second sequence in a row, though, that Tim Ream trying to keep it moving, and just there's a slip, there's a misconnection that leads to a turnover. Tillman now charging, and that cross is stabbed away by Adams. Luna keeps it in play. Does get a U.S. throw. Miguel Herrera, the Costa Rica bench, frustrated about that.
Five minutes.
5 minutes. 5 minutes, bro.
He gives it away. De La Torre trying to help. Arston, again a turnover. Again, De La Torre's there.
U.S. caught overplaying a little bit too much sometimes in the back.
De La Torre kept the gate closed there, not getting nutmegged by Carlos Mora.
Nice, we saved it. Is that brilliant?
Looking for an outlet. Arston just gets rid of it long. Archibald gets a flick, but at least it relieves the
I don't like
pressure.
that option sometimes. Recognize the game, and sometimes you have to play what you're given and just release, get your pressure up. The other part of the goal that I like from the U.S., you sometimes see this against a team like Costa Rica, which are very compact defensively. Sometimes your best chances come when they're actually attacking, which is when they're a little bit more open and vulnerable, which we've actually seen in this tournament a couple of times. That's how they've conceded goals. So quick transition for the U.S.
Tillman out duel, he's down behind the play. It's clipped long back, freeze. Boy, did he have to get that right indeed. Tillman is down for a second time. He's gotten beaten up today. What's funny is that something Tyler Adams said yesterday, is that Costa Rica, they're most dangerous when we have the ball. Adams for Tillman, Jamal in front of him. Tillman.
Oh, misunderstood.
Luna blocks the attempted clearance, but it's about for a goal kick.
I think this is one of those games where, look, Tillman is so influential for the U.S. He's been up there with the best players in the tournament. And he's had a game where he's going to have to fight through a little bit. He's taking knocks, he's getting kicks, he's missed the penalty. He's down behind the ball, he wins the penalty, takes hard contact. As we look at that goal again, I like that Luna just gets that ball off his foot so quickly. He knew instantly what he wanted to do as soon as he picked up the ball, because he's turning, he takes his first touch to be able to hit it with a second, and that catches Costa Rica off guard. They're turned, it takes the deflection, it's in the back of the net.
They did well to keep it in play. Adams has it knocked away, but out for a U.S. throw. 3 minutes still to play in the half.
And just the last note on Tillman. These are sometimes games that you get in Concacaf, and you get in a tournament, you get in a knockout match that's playing it with a real intensity. I'd love to see players fight through those moments and still find ways to be impactful, even though the other team's trying to take you out of the game.
Tillman's a champion back-to-back season in the Netherlands. He's a German.
Yeah.
This is a different deal altogether.
Come on, Tillman.
As Antonio couldn't get through the defender, Alexis Gamboa. And that's part of it for these guys. Adapting to the fist fight that these games are going to turn into. Berhalter exchanging words with Francisco Calo.
But I love it. You know, I love seeing this team play with a bit of personality, a bit of character, getting stuck in. Even this one, the commitment. And by the way, that's a clean tackle. Shouldn't be a foul. But when Costa Rica want to raise the tempers, when they want to get in your face, get in their face back. But I'm saying, play with a controlled aggression, so where you're still not going over the line, but you're giving them as much as they're giving you.
If the complaint about the U.S. team in March was they didn't show enough of that, I think there's a lot of fans right now who are enjoying that part of it. But at the end of the day, it's about winning.
Yeah.
Can they find a way to win? A U.S. team that trailed for about half an hour from the early penalty. Alex Freeman trying to track that ball over his shoulder. Pressure from Costa. They're going to get it clear long. Tillman loses his footing. And that's a foul against Malik Tillman and a free kick for Costa Rica.
Oh my God!
There's still a little over a minute for stoppage time to play in the half. Orlando Carlos a bit slow to get up. is going to feel this game in the morning, one way or the other. And now the U.S. has to defend a set piece. Costa Rica going to send the big guys forward for the back. Fifth and final minute of stoppage time. Freeze with the sun in his eyes coming through the open glass windows here. Clip long, too long for his New York City teammate Alonso Martinez. How do you feel overall about how the half's played out?
I feel like impressed with the way the U.S. have battled through some of the moments of adversity, going behind early. You didn't see the heads drop. You saw them stick to the game plan. And I would be worried from a U.S. perspective that this team wasn't creating chances and they didn't have the better run of play. They've been the better team. But that doesn't mean that this game is going to win itself. You still have to provide those moments of quality. But still, the plan is a nice little ball to find Diego Luna there. But for the U.S., impressed with their ability to just keep going, have the patience, find the goal. And now you got to go into halftime, regroup.
All right, and that's halftime. All right, good first half. Good first half. Good first half. Good first half.
45 minutes now, 45 to go here in Minneapolis.
All right.
The Gold Cup quarterfinal, where it's the United States 1, Costa Rica 1.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll be back after this. All right, guys, we're back for half number 2.
We saw the favor of the
Here we
tournament.
go.
Panama go out of penalties to Honduras last night. Straight to penalties we would go if we're tied after 90 minutes. No changes at the half for either side. But the challenge is there for the United States to avoid the fate that has been Canada's and Panama's in the last 24 or so hours. And that's an early whistle there. Walter Lopez saying that Patrick Adjumong was fouling Alexis Gamboa. What are you looking for here second half for the U.S.?
For the U.S., how quickly can they get back into that rhythm and intensity that they ended the half with? And keep the pressure on Costa Rica. Keep creating goal-scoring opportunities. Don't allow them to get out. You're seeing that already. Good running off the ball from Adjumong. Instant pressure. U.S. win the ball back, but still, it's about finding a way. The big danger is here. You let this game drag on at 1-1. You creep closer to penalties. Costa Rica shut it down and try to find that way through. And all of that while still being very aware defensively of the counterattack and staying in tune and not allowing them to have any chances.
Richards looks at it to Tillman. Wrong side of Adjumong, but he's able to get back to him. Malik Tillman gets away. Malik Tillman heads it up. He backs up.
Yeah!
He did it.
Max Orsted!
This is a terrific goal from the United States. And it's Tillman the key once again. Uses Adjumong as a bounce board, but able to find the pocket. Give credit to Chris Richards for threading that needle. Holds the ball up and then lays it on a platter. The weight of the pass so important here because it allows Max Orsted to hit this ball first time. He opens up, hits the far side for his
It's a
first
little bit like the goal
international goal.
that
And what a
Maria
response from
scored
Orsted.
against France.
Gives away the penalty, has an assist on the first goal for the U.S., and now gives the United States the lead right at the beginning of the second half. And what a way for the U.S. to put the pressure back on Costa Rica, and the U.S. take the lead. Terrific goal.
The former UC Davis Aggie left school early to join up with the San Jose Earthquakes reserve team. Has worked his way in to become a regular with the Columbus Crew. Was named an MLS All-Star this week for the first time. Adjumong trying to turn. That's a free kick coming for the U.S. just outside the box. Adjumong is down. He's getting beaten up today.
And this is what I mean about Adjumong. He just makes things happen. He creates the space as part of that little combination with Ian Tillman. The two of them are really developing a nice relationship throughout this tournament. But look how he's able to, just because of his body, as he's trying to get around him there, Adjumong knows that he's overcommitted. He spins, gets his body in front, and wins that free kick. Similarly to what and how he held up the ball for Tillman. First touch comes back a little, he's off balance, but he knows, can I dump it off to him? Tillman is facing play, spreads the ball wide, and it's a goal. So once again, great work from Patrick Adjumong. Wins this free kick and a chance for the U.S. to try and find another one here straight at the start of the second half.
Marston gives away a penalty. He's got a goal and assist since. Malik Tillman misses a penalty, and he's got an assist on that one. Guys that have had tough moments today are making plays now. And now Keylor Navas with the sun in his eyes from the open side of the stadium, facing this Sebastian Berhalter free kick. Berhalter.
Oh! Oh!
That was Chris Richards forcing a phenomenal save out of 38-year-old Keylor Navas. Malik Tillman is going to be covered in bruises tomorrow as the U.S. corner.
If they can find a way to win this game, those bruises won't feel so bad. This is almost identical to the goal that the U.S. scored against Saudi Arabia. Berhalter to Richards. Richards gets in front of his man. A great header and an even better save. Credit to Keylor Navas keeping his team in the game as players are crashing the box, trying to find the rebound. But what a save from Navas, because I thought that was in the back of the net.
He made 4 saves last Sunday in the scoreless draw with Mexico, and 2 phenomenal ones to keep his team in that game. That save keeps his team in this game. 5th quarter for the U.S. Berhalter once again stands over it. In on the deck, and it sweeps its way through. Jamal will reset. Jamal now is all the way out wide. Trying to dance on it, create something. And then Costa goes down with a huge shout.
I don't know what happened to Alcacer here, but whether, I mean, he was beaten by Ajamon. Great skill from Ajamon, dancing on the ball right in front of the assistant referee. I don't know if maybe after the ball had gone, did he incidentally step on Alcacer's leg. Ooh. We'll get a good look on the replay. It speaks to the confidence that Ajamon is playing with as well. He gets the ball out here on the wing, decides to face up his defender, drops a little shoulder. Yeah, you can see he just, as he's pushing off, ends up stepping on his ankle. No attention there.
All right, let's hear the thoughts of U.S. coach Mauricio Pochettino with the break as you get another look at the save that Kayla Navas made. Jenny, outside of dialing up a Max Arston goal, what did Pochettino have to say to you?
Well, you gotta believe he's happy with that start, John, because the last thing he told me before he came back out here was, I expect us to get another, and I expect us to do it quickly. Obviously, that was on display. He said it was a difficult start. We've been talking about how this group will handle the pressure. He said going down early, yeah, it was hard for us, but I liked the response and the character. I also asked him if he pulled Malik Tillman aside. He said, I did. He told me he was fine. And John, I'm going to be honest, I was a bit concerned by Tillman's body language in that first half. He came out of the locker room with a different look in his eye. Then, of course, we see the response with the assist. Those bruises may be there, but Malik Tillman, obviously a factor right now in this one.
Yeah, I love that, Jenny, because it was a lot of what I was talking about in the first half for a player like Tillman who wants the ball at his feet, is a creative player, has been very influential. But sometimes when you're that type of player and a team's kicking you, you can either do two things. You can hide from it and you shy away from the contact, or you lean right into it. You want the ball, you've got that look in that eye, that competitiveness, that determination. And that's the side that we're seeing, and I love that response from him.
Torn, did he keep it in play or not? And the decision comes, he did not keep it in play. It's out for a goal kick. Let's look at Torre trying to chase that one down. And Miguel Herrera talked about, listen, we had a squad of 26. We have 21 now with injuries and suspensions. A lot of young players on the field. Can they plot a way back now? They would only need one goal. A tie game after 90 minutes would send us to penalties. That's different than past Gold Cup. That's a rule change this year. Tillman again goes for a tumble. Trying to fight his way through to keep the ball in play.
Oh, nice.
Time knocks it down.
That's
the whole point of this tournament, is for some of these guys who are not as well known to the broader fan base to become cult heroes. That's what Mauricio Pochettino has talked about. These guys earning their opportunity to be on that World Cup roster next year, whether it's Luna, whether it's Malik Tillman, other guys, they're doing that. That's what we're seeing right in front of our eyes.
Well, and the big part of that is sometimes you have these big characters in the locker room that take up a lot of the air. And now there's a lot more air in the room, and there's an opportunity for some of the other guys to puff up their chests a little bit and take some responsibility. And you're seeing that. You're seeing Richard, you're seeing Tillman, you're seeing Ajamon, you're seeing Luna, these guys that maybe didn't necessarily have the same type of confidence in this environment, saying, I'm ready for this moment.
There's Max Arston, goal and assist today. He's feeling confident. Back for Torre. Luna calling for the long switch, comes short to Freeman. Berhalter lets it run for Diego Luna. And Luna goes for a tumble. We play on Freeman. Berhalter trying to find the angle. Luna from the byline, forced to cycle it around. And it stays in play because it bounced off the corner flag. Berhalter rolls it back. Luna cuts it in. Bounces right back to him.
The other good sign right now for the United States is that they haven't just scored and said, you know what, let's just slow this game down. Look at the intensity and the way in which they're moving the ball. They're trying to get that third, and that's the right attitude. You still do it, again, with control.
Yes, look.
Hands it off, looking at Torre. Patrick Ajamon dragged a bit wide. Torre goes down the box. Back in, Max Arston picks it up. He clips it up. It's off the cross. There might be a VAR look in there as well. And it looks like it's been given as a corner for the U.S.
That came last off a Costa Rican defender. Good work from Ajamon. He stretched the field. Torre dumped it off to him. He's trying to cross that ball, but it takes a deflection off the body of Mora on the floor. And then you can see the last touch clearly at the end of that play coming off Gallo for the corner.
It's the second time the U.S. on a mishit cross has rattled the frame. Costa Rica, they're going to go to their bench now, calling some sub players over. Sixth corner for the U.S. Berhalter once again to take, and Kalen Navas once again the sun shining right in his eyes as Berhalter sends it in the mixer. No one there in blue shirt, bounced off Richards, cleared by Alcocer, out for a U.S. throw. And to your point, how important is it for the U.S. to get the third, to keep the foot on the pedal here?
It's important because it puts the game out of reach for Costa Rica, where they feel that they're still in this game because it's one goal right now, and they're okay absorbing some of the pressure. U.S. chances as long as they don't concede that third goal. That's why the save is important for Navas, and it would just give you that bit of breathing room and take off some of even the pressure from the U.S. side, a little bit of nervousness. But they haven't shown anything even in the second half where you're even worried about that being the case because they're keeping the pressure on. So that's why you want to maintain that intensity from a U.S. perspective. And I do think it's going to be important for Pochettino with the subs in the second half of going to the bench at the right time to keep that energy high and not allow the levels to drop within the game.
Which has happened in all three group stage games.
Yeah.
That the energy and the level has dropped. Costa Rica preparing two substitutions in the wings. Costa puts it back up. Berhalter gets inside of him. And then Freeman, he takes a kick to the ankle. Berhalter stepping over Alcocer, having a word with him. See, Alcocer is kicking out Alex Freeman, and Berhalter letting him know about it. And the subs are going to come now. Andy Rojas will come on, 19-year-old who is on the books at New York Red Bulls 2. By the way, when this tournament's over, his new coach will be U.S. legend Michael Bradley. And then Jefferson Brenes, who has not played so far at this tournament, he'll be coming on as well. Brendan Aguilera is done. And Kenneth Vargas, who is sitting on a yellow card, he is done. Leading the game, number 10, and checking in, number 7, Luna, De La Torre. Also into the game, Armstead able to keep it. The substitution sponsored by Yerba Madre. The boost you need when you want to win. Drink Yerba Madre. Come to life. Even rising up to win the header. Tillman with the footsteps able to keep it.
Nice. Nice, Tillman.
The chin
Whoa!
He couldn't do anything with it in the end. It's going to be off for a goal kick.
I like the decision in the back once again, though, from Matt Freese. He had a look, took the first touch. It was a good one. He's deciding, do I want to play this one short? And said, nope, you know, I'm just going to miss out the offensive line of Costa Rica. The U.S. win the second ball, and then they had that opportunity to play the ball to Agumon. So it's just situational awareness in the back. And the good sign from the U.S., look, a lot of questions. Oh, Freese made a mistake in the last match. What was it going to be like? What's the response? And as Pochettino has said, it's the next play that matters. So far, so good for Matt Freese, even being confident coming off his line and making some big decisions to win balls.
Francisco Cowell, the former Minnesota United captain, slips as he plays it long. He has their goal today for the penalty. Richards wins the header away. It's not to a good defensive work in the end by Gumbo to keep it away from Agumon. Berhalter, he's getting involved. It's going to be a free kick for Costa Rica there.
Whoa, buddy, calm down, bro. Calm down.
Berhalter is... He said has watched a lot of U.S. games, which means he's seen all the other stuff too.
Yeah.
He knows how to play these types of games.
I think that's ultimately given for obstruction there on the ball, and then there was a kick after. You don't need to give him an excuse to get into a scrap, which we've seen.
I just love the idea.
His dad, by the way.
They're just to our right. I just love, yeah, there you go. As if on cue, mom and dad and family watching this one. It's a terrific story. It's the 7th father and son set to play for the U.S. men. How easy we forget Greg Berhalter was a player for the United States, was a starter in the knockout stages of the 2002 World Cup, let alone his time as manager. And a really special relationship those two have. Alejandro Braun there on the ball. Is on the books at Minnesota United. He's been away on loan since last summer. Half an hour to go in Minneapolis. U.S. men playing for the first time in the home of the Vikings, trying to find a way to advance to a semifinal Wednesday night in St. Louis.
What was that? What was that?
Take no risk. Put it out. Worst thing you could see is
What was that?
get your defensive shape. That was a tough ball. Bouncing up around his shins.
Guatemala awaits the winner, having shocked Canada in a penalty shootout earlier here in Minneapolis. Guatemala in a Gold Cup semifinal for the first time since the mid-90s. Huge moment for them. They're going to pack that place full of their fans as well in St. Louis Wednesday. Good reception by Luna. Gets the return from Adams. Set it forward for Denatore. Costa, great first touch. Put it behind the targets. Tillman. Out for Patrick Archibald. Trying to get on the run against Juan Pablo Vargas, who's playing on a yellow card. Does the job. Tillman recovers. There's a slip on the outside by Carlos Mora. Now those two in a wrestling match, and the assistant referee flags it for a U.S. free kick.
Tillman a little bit lackadaisical in the possession there. A little bit too nonchalant in just trying to hold off the possession when Arfton was out of position and a couple of others for the U.S. So did enough there to get his body in front.
And Wednesday, a big day for us at Fox Sports. Not just the semifinals of the Gold Cup, but we're your new home for the UEFA Women's Euros. It gets started Wednesday. Iceland against Finland, and the host Switzerland taking on Norway. Coverage starts at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific on Fox, and we are thrilled to be bringing that to you beginning on Wednesday. Can England go back-to-back? Can Spain ratify their World Cup title from a couple summers ago? Will Germany reclaim their throne? Is there someone coming from the outside to pull off a shock in Switzerland? We're going to find out beginning Wednesday here on Fox. Costa. It's off for Gallo. Costa Rica trying to find a way back. It comes underneath the feet of Rojas and all the way out. The United States has never lost to Costa Rica at the Concacaf Gold Cup, a 9th all-time meeting. 50 years of history between these nations. They last played in January, the January camp. Only a few players a part of that game, a part of this game, because it's outside the normal FIFA window. Patrick Archibald scored in that game. Diego Luna became a cult hero in that game, playing through a broken nose and getting an assist. Richards under some pressure now. Will work his way through it. Bounced off Tillman, able to keep it. The U.S. trying to set up a matchup with Guatemala, including a couple of Guatemalan Americans on that team. Rubio Rubin among them, who played a number of games for the United States at both youth and senior level before switching to Guatemala. He scored their tying goal. And Herrera as well.
This is the part of the game where you're starting to feel that energy from Costa Rica rising a bit now. And the U.S. just dropping that intensity that we were talking about. So if I'm Mauricio Pochettino, I'm starting to think, okay, what subs can I make without disrupting the flow and the rhythm of my team, keeping things compact as Luna picks up a nice ball there.
Receives it back from Tillman, cuts inside one. Malik Tillman turns, has options. Diego Luna, Patrick Archibald can't get it out from under his feet. It's a deflected shot and ends up on the roof of the net. And that'll be out for a U.S. corner.
Couldn't get it shut out, Archibald.
Well, nice work initially there for the U.S. to win the ball back. Ends up at the feet of Tillman, and as he's dropped off, he's surveying the field, trying to find the right option. Gets the ball here, gets turned facing up. Lovely little slip ball into Luna, who had the recognition that he's off balance. Laid it off to Ajon, who's trying to find the angle to get him the right shot. That's why he took that extra touch to his left. And that deflection over the top of the crossbar. U.S. have played this one short.
Comes back to Tillman. Little fake, walks it in. Tillman blocks. Still in. Freeman up in the air. Richards takes a hit. Ajamon. Tim Ream. Couldn't feed it through for Ajamon. And the U.S. are all out of sorts here to defend a counterattack. Andy Rojas. Tim Ream able to clean it up.
Oh, great job by Tim Ream. He was trying to thread a pass into Ajamon, and then the ball turns over him, and he's the first one to recognize the danger, to get his body in front, not even give away a foul. Sometimes you see players take a tactical foul there, pull a shirt, stop the counterattack. He felt like he could win the ball, and he did.
18-year age difference between those two.
Yeah.
Turn inside Cabo, who's trying to foul, and he does, and it's a U.S. free kick.
Free kick for us. All right.
Cabo speed, tries to jump in front of Ajamon, can't get around his body, and you can see he's got a pretty clear hold of both shirt, shorts, whatever you need. I mean, it's one way to slow down Patrick Ajamon.
Can the U.S. slam the door shut here? They're getting these set-piece chances. They still have not allowed a shot from Costa Rica in the second half.
This has been a good angle, though, for Sebastian Berhalter, because he's able to just bend it in behind that back line. Costa Rica setting the line right around the top of the 18-yard box, and he gives him a lot of space to drop it in behind where Keylor Navas can't commit and come off his line. Richards has been his main target.
Navas no longer dealing with the sun. Berhalter in for Chris Richards.
Ooh!
Yeah, that's the look. Almost again, the two of them on these set pieces. Perfect ball, knows where the run from Richards wants to be. Richards gets a great look. Ream is offside, but he's not involved in play. That wouldn't have mattered.
Nice.
And this time it's just a touch high for Richards because he jumped early. He's trying to guide that to the back post. Can't get over the top of it, but another great look on a set piece.
U.S. out shooting Costa Rica 14-3 right now. 6-1. Shots on target. Just the penalty. The shot on goal on Costa is going to get a yellow card for chopping down Malik Tillman. He's another player who would be suspended if Costa Rica turn this around and reach Wednesday's semifinal.
And I think the slamming the door shut mentioned for me was pretty important, because two of the things we've seen, and you referenced this earlier, is that Panama kept Honduras hanging around. Honduras get a late goal, they win on penalties. Canada up 1-0, red card, then Guatemala find a way to level it, go to penalties, and they advance. So while the U.S. have looked really good in the second half, they've looked in total control. They got the early goal straight out at halftime. It is important you keep that pressure on and find that third goal.
Yes.
Put your opponent away. What was the comment from our studio crew? Don't play with your food, just eat it.
I tell my kids that all the time.
How's that going?
Depends.
Tyler Adams. Marston making a big run forward.
Nice.
Intercepted. Well read by Juan Pablo Vargas. Luna's pressure to help win it back. De La Torres there. Tillman.
Oh!
These moments are key because you're 2-on-2 there in that moment. Richards wins the header over Rojas.
Yeah, the positioning, though, right there of Chris Richards and is so good that as that first ball comes out for Costa Rica, as they're trying to find one of their two forwards, Richards is in a position where he can get contact, win the ball, head it straight back to a U.S. shirt. He's not really under pressure. That all comes down to the starting positions of the center backs.
Costa. Brings inside Berhalter. Malik Tillman. Terrific backtracking defensive work. Draws another foul. Available substitutes for the United States. They're in to support these starters here with 20 minutes to go.
I think most likely he'd be looking at a change in the forward part of the field. We saw a focus on Aronson there. He can bring some energy and also still has the discipline defensively to stay in the shape. As Freeman's trying to pin his defender.
Bravo takes the ball away. 20 minutes to go because the job's not done. And you've talked about the level dropping a little bit. Costa Rica's hanging
look
around.
at Luna, man.
Tillman skips around the other
incredible.
way.
Good man.
Luna making a big run
Good
forward.
man.
It's deflected past him. It's
Good
another
man.
giveaway in the middle of the field.
Luna is really cool. That number is 17 is not playing as cool as it should. This kid will play his style.
Pablo Vargas just going to carry it forward. As the wave makes its way around.
17 is style. This one was more.
2 for Costa.
Oh my gosh.
Some more. 5 free saves. Rebound still alive.
Oh no! They did it.
They hung around. They make the play. Alonso Martinez of New York City FC. Back to square one.
That guy was tired. I could see on the 17 was just not running.
Well, it's actually a giveaway from the U.S. that starts this play. Tillman tries to jam a ball in an area that maybe it would have been better to keep possession and keep it going. Instead, now Costa Rica have an opportunity to get down the right side. Torre is trying to get back. He was laboring to get back from that initial play, but that's just 2 players completely beat there. You can't let that happen. You've got to shade Martinez. They allow him to come inside. Mora beats 2 guys. Straight off that side. Gets Arston to bite. Torre's dangling out. He doesn't want to make a foul. Freeze makes a good save at the near post, but now he's scrambling to get back. But that's really poor from a U.S. perspective, especially if you're 2v1.
Okay, come on. Get fresh players on the field. Come on now.
Instead, he comes in, forces the
Come
shot.
on, guys.
And then it's Martinez who follows that play up. And it's a great finish for him for his 2nd goal of the tournament. And Costa Rica let him hang around. They've tied up the game here. Just felt like the U.S. had a chance to go to their bench a little bit earlier here to mix things up and lift the energy.
Come on, you guys.
And it's game on.
That is something we said in the 3 group stage games. When they go to the bench earlier. You've seen the level drop some. A Costa Rica substitution preparing to enter. Still nothing from a U.S. standpoint. Tillman was trying to play the pass for Torre. Costa Rica got a foot in first. Costa Rica have the energy. They've got the momentum. That was their first and then second shots of the entire second half. Christopher Nunez, who also has not played in this tournament so far, is preparing to enter. Each team has led in this game. That's a foul against Alex Freeman. U.S. lead about 24 minutes. Costa Rican lead about 31 minutes. Alejandro Braun on the books at Minnesota United. Will come off for Nunez.
And look, there has to be a sense of urgency now from the U.S.
Yeah, we need new subs. What are you guys doing? Sub players. Sub your fucking players. We have 5 open subs. Like, what are you doing? Come on, man, do something.
Type of environment, and the fact that Keylor Navas, one of the best and most experienced players, certainly one of the best goalkeepers of all time in Concacaf, would be in the nets. U.S. have already missed 1 penalty tonight. You've got to go to the bench here soon and liven this thing up and freshen it up. The U.S. have lost the control of the game.
No!
One of the things you go back to is the save that Keylor Navas made on Chris Richards on a set piece. That would have been 3-1. Bravo goes long. Bravo in chase, bounces off Alex Freeman. A long shot from ways out. The Freeze had to be alert to. Able to make the stop.
I didn't think that went over the line.
No.
It's a long way out. Freeze has to get across his goal to make the save. I don't know. We'll check the replay on here. He seems surprised too.
It's not reviewable.
No, not at this point. As Brenes gets the shot off, it's at a bit of an awkward height to where it's dipping at the last second. Of course, you can't see on that replay. This should give us a good look if it goes over the end, the line. Well, maybe it won't.
That shouldn't be a corner.
It's a curious decision for an assistant referee to
Wow.
make because not only is on the other side,
I really don't think that was a corner, but okay.
So for him to be that certain that it was all the way over.
Now, Costa Rica has some different looks they do on corner kicks. If they bring sometimes 2 men out, but right now they're stacking right on top of Freeze, which tells me they're going to try to just bend this right on top and put the pressure. They've got all the numbers, a lot of bodies, trying to create havoc right around the goal mouth.
Rennes, who just had the shot, will swing this one in. Ajamong up to win the header, bounces back in. Freeze good take on the pressure. Damian Downs, who has been limited at this tournament in part because of a bad contusion he took against Saudi Arabia in Austin. Looks like he's going to be the first man up off the U.S. bench. Quarter hour to go. Penalty shootout to follow after 90 minutes as it stands. No extra time anymore in the Gold Cup until the final. Tillman from Richards. Each team has led tonight. Luna charging in. Ajamong. Tillman!
Whoa!
Just taking a corner, paying off the crossbar.
That was nice.
That was good, but just too high though.
From Luna. When they get Ajamong back to
It was
goal
good,
like this, he
but
really does have a good sense for finding Tillman. Tillman runs off him. He knows he's looking for him. Takes this ball first time, and when it bobbles up like that, he can hit it on the half bounce. Just a beautiful strike. It was rising a touch too much at the end and over the crossbar because that had Keylor Navas beat.
The U.S.
Adams, Luna, and back. Back again, and just too much traffic in there. Just trying to get it back off of Nunez, the substitute, give it away. Downs is ready to enter for the U.S. As Del Torre steps in, he takes the foul. A little bit of extra there at the end as well. As we said, even if we talk about Gold Cup history, it really wasn't most of these players. It's going to be Luca Del Torre's final action of the night.
all right.
And we saw this against Saudi Arabia, where Mauricio Pochettino played with Downs and Ajamong as two strikers. And that reflects some of that urgency that I was talking about now. So now you've got two strikers. I think Downs will play a little bit underneath Ajamong, but interested to see how the two of them can combine. What presence can he be? Limited because of that contusion in that Saudi Arabia match, but he is a presence and he's a finisher in the box. That should be a foul.
It is a foul.
Yeah.
Tillman draws it yet again. Another set piece chance for the U.S. Another big target on the field. 6'4", Damian Downs. 6'4", Patrick Ajamong. 6'2", Chris Richards walking up. Sebastian Berhalter very much earning this opportunity for his set piece service.
It's giving Alcacer an extra yard. You play this almost like a corner, but now you really do have some big targets, including Downs, who is now on the field.
Berhalter can't get it past the first man, but it's out for a U.S. corner. 8th of the game.
Wow, that 8th corner.
His father, Greg, just sort of leaning forward in his chair expectantly as his son stands over him, the age of 24. Looks this one in a little bit deeper. Richards was in the area, hooked away then by Rojas. Long sprint to the far side for the second ball. So Martinez couldn't keep it in play. It's his goal that has the team's level right now. 11 minutes plus stoppage time away from a penalty shootout.
Please no penalty shootout, please.
And as you said, regardless of the actual history and record in it, just the imposing nature of Keylor Navas.
It's going to be obstruction again from Sebastian Berhalter. Just the ball got caught in the spokes that time. He goes to ground, didn't want to lose possession, but ends up giving away a foul.
The reality is Matt Freese actually has a terrific record in penalty shootouts at MLS Next Pro and with New York City, but it's not the same intimidation factor that Navas gives you if you're Costa Rica. 10 minutes plus stoppage time away from that. Still plenty of chance for either team to grab a winning goal. Just trying to press a little bit higher up the field. Gallo gets rid of it long. Richards couldn't connect that with Freeman. Costa Rica throw. 10 minutes to go in Minneapolis. Got a lovely touch on Costa on the outside, running at Freeman, plays it inside, picked up by Martinez, gets it away quickly, comes to Mora, Mora hooking it back in, Richards, strong header away. Mora able to keep it in front of Arson, pokes it away, Diego Luna trying to get there and couldn't, and then Luna takes a hard kick off of Carlos Mora. Luna is down, Arson defending on his own on the outside, Luna remains down, it's picked in the middle to Rojas, trying to return Martinez, he was edged off it by Berhalter. Luna back to his feet gingerly, man down behind the play for Costa Rica. Here's Diego Luna, back in for Malik Tillman. Numbers coming forward.
Oh no! Oh no!
Sure what way he was supposed to go on that one, although it's almost miscontrol at the back.
That was on our side anyway, so.
No, but
Good work there by Marston. 1v2. Luna from Adams. Diego Luna trying to dance his way through.
Come on, Luna.
Vargas able to get it cleared. Rojas brings it down. Adams got to be careful coming in from behind. Rojas able to keep it. Martinez up there with him. The teenager Rojas running at Tyler Adams. Lost his footing, trying to cut it back. Marston needs to make the right play now. Almost gave that back. Berhalter under some pressure. Ream scrambles to come to it. Didn't really have great options there. Neither does Richards.
Wow, does really well there. Off balance with the left foot.
Freeman.
Oh!
Away from him from behind. Clip forward. Matt Freese will be there. Changes coming for the United States. John Tolkien will enter. Jack McGlynn. There you see him with Mauricio Pochettino.
Penalty kicks, I don't want to have to deal with
See, there's some
penalty
tired
kicks.
legs out there right now. And the U.S. need one more push here. We still have some time. There's 9 minutes plus maybe a bit of stoppage as you would expect. Crowd trying to get into this game now as well. But the subs really do have to bring a lift, and I just feel like it has gone too long without getting that energy in a little bit sooner. But even these two aren't necessarily what I would call attacking changes. McGlynn's going to come in and still play a bit of a tempo possession player, can strike the ball from distance, set pieces. Tolkien, I would imagine, is going to be for Arston on the left side. You start feeling him to tire in the game as well.
One in for Damian. Downs, down, lets it go and pulls the shot wide. Let's see if the changes come now for the U.S.
Please, guys, I don't want to have to do this.
Indeed they will.
Please.
Diego Luna's night is done. Scored his first career goal for the U.S. late in the first half to tie the game at 1. And Max Arson indeed gave away the early penalty, responded with an assist, and then his first career goal.
Yes. Arson
90
out,
seconds into the second half to give the U.S. the lead.
Oh, Diego Luna's out. All right.
He really played hard.
Yep. Yep. He played great.
That'll shift Berhalter out to the left. He's chasing on Mora right now. Tolkien's first involvement. Ream's able to hit the eject button. Archimon has put a lot of himself into this game. Good run by Gamboa. Ream out jump, but an offside. Andy Rojas got that touch.
And that's the thing for a striker. And what we saw in the game against Haiti, Ajimang had to wait a long time for his chance in front of goal, and he buried it. He hasn't really had many looks at goal. It's been a lot of the hold-up type of play, combination in and around the box, which is very important in a game like this. But now you're looking at Ajimang and Downs. When that moment comes, if it does for the U.S., if they can create a goal-scoring opportunity across whatever it ends up being, can you bury that chance?
With 6 minutes plus stoppage time to go before a penalty shootout here in Minneapolis. Richards goes long. Ajimang just blocked off it there by Gamboa. What did Mauricio Pochettino tell us last night? I want to see how these guys handle the stress. How they perform under pressure. Here you go, once again.
Now, what's his stress like right now, too?
Freeman had it, blocked. Martinez off the outside.
Oh my gosh!
And the rebound is cleared away.
Well, I think I had the answer when that shot came off the foot here of Martinez. Because it's just not dealt with from Freeman. He turns, tries to blindly clears it into Officer. And it falls to Martinez. Freezes just the passenger at this point. He can't do anything. He's frozen. And that ball he's watching and goes over. You might want to give that post a kiss because it has kept the U.S. in it. An inch away from the U.S. going out here at the Gold Cup. They still have life. It's 2-2. You got to defend the corner.
Dude,
still
why?
Plus stoppage.
Why?
Costa Rica.
No, it's like so late in the game, bro.
In-swinger free stays at home, and that was going to be a foul anyway. Paula Vargas up over the back.
2 more subs getting ready for Costa Rica. So now is the point when you're a coach as well. You're also starting to think about penalties and who can I get it onto the field to take a penalty. Boy, what a strike that is from Martinez. 2 goals so far in the tournament and just an inch away from a third. He hit that ball so pure, there was just no movement on it at all. Hit right in the sweet spot in the middle. Terrific strike, so close.
Berhalter, McGlynn, Ajamon.
Oh, nice, 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 nice.
Takes the tackle,
Damn it! One step too long.
Couldn't get a shot off, couldn't get
One
past
step
away.
too long.
Martinez the other way. Tyler Adams trying to recover. Martinez drops it off for Costa.
Took a step too long.
And then Tillman with the foul. Drawn by Brenes.
Oh, no.
They'll empty out their bench here with their final 2 subs.
And Downs just couldn't get that ball in the place where he wanted to take the shot. The first touch was so good. That one right there was just underneath his body, and he allowed them the late tackle to come in. And you can see that Vargas, who by the way is on a yellow from the penalty he gave away in the first half, got the ball. So that was not a foul. Heard Pochettino nervously pacing in front of the bench there, as now we're going to see those other 2 subs enter for Costa Rica.
Carlos Mar, Josimar Acosta are off. Shinai Myri, the 18-year-old, is on, and Santiago Vanderputten, who just turned 21 this week, he's playing the Gold Cup for the first time. Some very young players on the field. And the United States have a man up as well. That's Brian White.
And I don't anticipate a big number here for stoppage time, but we'll see what ends up happening. But Brian White's certainly a player you're trying to get on now, thinking about a penalty.
Jefferson Brenes to take. Matt Freese getting himself set. Gallo just kind of disrupting McGlynn. Brenes hooks it in. Great area. Popped in the air. That was Freeman. Berhalter first to the second ball.
All right, nice, nice.
2 minutes plus stoppage time to go. A penalty shootout awaits us. No extra
Hopefully
time
not.
until the final.
Hopefully we can get something last minute. That would be great.
A game-saving save from Kalen Amos. 1 of 2 that he's made in this game. Denied Chris Richards earlier in the second half. Would have made it 3-1. Alonso Martinez, 71st minute, making it 2-2. Could be a foul. Advantage replayed. Gallo back in for Brenes. U.S. is now chasing. U.S. now looks tired. They had the advantage all throughout the second half. Up a goal chasing for a third, and they couldn't find it. And now Morris sweeps it in. Ream, uncontested header out. Adams, Ajamon. Not going to be a foul.
How? All right, you know what? Well, you know what? Whatever. Don't call it fucking foul. Whatever. What fucking ever, man. Whatever.
As Brian White's still trying to get into this game. He's still waiting by the 4th official.
On the outside, bit of a shove there. That ball does go out of play. It'll be a U.S. throw.
It's U.S. throw.
After a bit of hesitation.
Hey, it's U.S. throw. It's U.S. throw.
You hear Nunez saying I was a foul.
No, it's U.S. throw.
Disagrees.
U.S. throw.
He's done.
U.S. throw.
Yes,
Yeah.
Putting a lot of himself on the field.
Hajimon has to go.
Didn't really have many looks in front of goal for chances to finish off plays.
Yeah, he's coming out. Yep.
In some of the
Hajimon's
also,
coming out.
when you think about penalties, he's only taken 1.
Yep, Hajimon's
so
coming out.
to get a guy like Brian White into the game, more experience in that type of situation, it's a different beast now.
I mean, Weiler took a penalty for the first time in years earlier this spring. He made it. He's had a terrific season. He's struggled to scrape together just little bits of minutes at this Gold Cup.
All right.
Can he have a moment?
How many minutes?
Stoppage time.
How many minutes?
Penalties to follow in 3 minutes if we don't get a
3 minutes. 3 minutes at a time. 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Tillman takes a shove. That's going to be a U.S. free kick.
All right.
Carelessly given away by Vanderpool, who's just on the field.
Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's forward.
The U.S. will just play it short. They're not going to commit bodies forward. Jack McGlynn able to turn it inside. Tillman lets it run outside. John Tolkien. Chance to cross, maybe. Back inside for McGlynn. Took it away from Berhalter. Trying to reset it for Tillman. Tillman able to turn inside. Malik Tillman deflects.
Don't Tillman!
That was beautiful. That was so beautiful. That was beautiful.
Quarter of the game for the U.S.
All right, quarter number 9 for the U.S.
First to be taken by Jack McGlynn. We cross into the 92nd minute here.
Come on, guys, come on.
Fans on their feet. Walter Lopez will hold the corner.
Come on, guys.
Who wants to be a hero and send the U.S. on to the semifinal Wednesday night in St. Louis? Here we go.
Oh, so
McGlynn in swinger. Defensive header by Calvo. White first to it. Back for Tyler Adams. Out for Brian White. In for Adams. Out for White. Trying to run inside it. He is absolutely stuffed there and he's down. So he took a hard tackle. Just over a minute to go. One last chance for the U.S. to build an attack. That freeze for Sebastian Berhalter. Wide is up and back into play. Jack McGlynn looking to drive it inside. Long switch to the far side for John Tolkien. 60 seconds to play at a minimum. Tyler Adams able to carry forward. In for McGlynn. A lot of pressure.
come on, guys, just score, please. Score these final minutes.
Okay.
For John Tolkien. Tolkien's cross in. Body's crossed.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It flashed off his head out for a goal kick.
There's a tough ball. It was behind him a little bit. He
Ah,
had to really
man.
climb the ladder to try to get any type of meaningful
Next.
contact. Good build up though. They find that entry pass.
Man, I hate when we have to go to penalties.
Stands it up in a good area, but you can see he tried to generate the power. Calvo
Can't
was
believe we're
challenging
gonna
him
go to
well.
fucking
But
penalties.
enough contact on his body to take the power out of the header. And that might have been the last chance there for the U.S.
U.S. won a penalty shootout in the last Gold Cup quarterfinal 2 years ago against Canada. Before losing in the semifinal in a shootout. And we are going to go to
Penalties.
a penalty shootout.
Damn it!
Neither team could win
Fuck,
regulation.
man.
Penalties will decide who moves on to the
Yeah.
semifinal in St. Louis.
That's
And the
not
shootout
good.
to follow after the break as normal time finishes. The United States 2, Costa Rica 2.
This crispy chicken
All right, guys.
is from
Well,
a taco place.
This crispy chicken is from a taco place? Hey,
all right,
this crispy
guys.
chicken's from
Well,
Taco Bell?
penalty shootout next.
The taco place? This chicken is so perfectly crispy with tortilla chip coating. It's from a taco place. What?
All right, guys.
Comes in
All
a
right, guys. Well, I
burrito,
guess
too?
we'll be back after this. From your taco place, it's also Alright,
over
y'all,
there on the
penalty
right.
shootout
He has done
it
big
is.
things for many, many years, and there's an intimidation factor for Leandro.
We have our eye this whole tournament towards next summer, right?
I don't know.
Show Pochettino,
I just missed who was
this
going
U.S. fan
first.
base that you have what it takes to be
I
a part
missed
of
it.
a World Cup team in a big moment. You got to show it here. This is an opportunity now to be a hero in this tournament, but to show everybody that you can do it.
And there's a lot of pressure and a lot of responsibility on these players. Matt Freese will have a lot of eyeballs on him. The expectation is always on the pressure is always on the shooter. If Matt Freese makes one save, you're leaning on your players, your teammates to step up and make their penalty kicks.
Come on, guys, let's
Take
go.
one save, make a play.
Quick tail to take Navas, the 38-year-old vet, 6'1". Matt Freese, the Harvard-educated Matt Freese, 6'4". He's got a gigantic wingspan as well, but he is new to these type of situations. This
Alright, so it looks like
the third of our 4 quarterfinal matches. To head to penalties, we take you back out live to Minneapolis. John Strong, Stu Holden with the call, guys.
And Rob, yeah, you're right. It is a contrasting career and in pedigree between these two goalkeepers, and there's never been a penalty shootout between these nations. Keylor Navas was in a penalty shootout just in Argentina. His last with his country was a year ago, 10 years ago. In fact, it was 11 years ago yesterday that he won a penalty shootout at the World Cup. One of the great moments in Costa Rica's history. But for Matt Freese, we talked about this, Stu. MLS Next Pro makes their tight games go to penalties.
Okay, so wait,
makes their tight games go to penalties. So Matt Freese actually has a ton of penalty experience. 6 prior shootouts.
I think we're going
5 of them.
last.
Can that make a
Are we
difference?
are we going first? No, Costa Rica's going
It's
first.
true.
Oh my God.
There's
Costa
more
Rica's
pressure
going
on the
first.
shooter. And if I'm a goalkeeper in
Alright,
Matt
Costa
Freese's
Rica's going
situation, and
first.
I'm trying to stake a claim to be a part of this group, be a starter for the World Cup next year. What better opportunity to be a hero
Why?
than
Like, why are we in
a
this
shootout
situation?
at the moment when there's relatively low pressure on you? You have a
I'm
chance
so
now to make a
restless
big save, take some pressure off your team.
And this is his club teammate now.
Come on,
He's had
guys,
his
let's go.
teammates in New York City the last 2 years.
If we save this first shot, we're
So
actually going.
Martinez of New York City, Matt Freese of New York City. They're not teammates right now. It's the U.S. against Costa Rica. It's the opening shot of the penalty shootout in Minneapolis.
Alright, first shot. Oh, yeah, for fucking hell. Alright.
That's a good controlled finish from Martinez.
looks a lot like
Just felt in control from the first moment, had a smile on his face, is relaxed, takes a deep breath, steps up, Freese goes down to the right, and he just rolls it right down the middle. And this is all part of the control factor of what Alexi is talking about as well. Freese comes out, hands the ball to Tyler Adams. You try to control more moments within the shootout, but then ultimately when you stand over that ball, that pressure is a little bit less, and you feel more confident in the spot that you have picked.
Tyler Adams might not be wearing the armband in this tournament, but he's still very much a captain of this national team. The 26-year-old from Wappingers Falls is taking in a penalty shootout for the first time in his career.
Oh no.
Oh my God, that was so lucky. That was actually so lucky.
He barely made it. He barely made
Well,
it.
he takes that little drag of the foot before he goes to hit it. He's trying to get Navas to bite. Navas did not. Navas instead waited, was watching the shooter. You can see Adams staring it down, and then he has to pick a spot. Not all the way in the corner, but because Navas doesn't go early, trying to anticipate, he can't get all the way across and get enough contact to keep that ball out.
Juan Pablo Vargas, the 30-year-old center back, had been injured all spring. 3 months he was out until he was able to return at the beginning of June with Costa Rica. It's his 3rd straight tournament as a starter for his country, and he will take now in the 2nd round of the shootout.
Extending out of his goal to close down the angle. And now here comes Malik
Tillman.
All right, come on, Tillman. Don't mess this up. Come on, Tillman.
Kick against Keylor Navas. He went to the
Come on, Tillman. Please don't mess this up, Tillman. Please, please,
Does he
please.
go to the same side?
I'm actually begging you, Tillman.
This is the mind games part, and this is where, if I was shooting it the second time, I would pick a spot, not even trying to think which way the goalie is going, and hammer that ball in a place where Navas can't get it. He's doing the same thing again. Look, he's shuffling across his line, trying to get Tillman to second guess. Anticipating that maybe Tillman was going to go there. Well, he did, but he did exactly what I said. Smash that ball in the side netting, and a goalkeeper of Navas' ball, you're not going to get there if a player hits the ball that well, which he did. Great response there from Malik Tillman.
To the third round we go.
All right, third round of penalties we go.
Big smile for a man that deserves it for the work he's put in at this tournament, Malik Tillman. And Santiago Vanderputten turned 21 on Wednesday. His third ever appearance for his country. His first was against the U.S. in January. Another very young, inexperienced international player. He has to grow up real quick here in this penalty shootout.
Oh, close. Close by Freeze. Come on, man. All right, well, that's another one for Costa Rica.
Did he save the last penalty?
Hopefully we can make it.
Thought about that one for a long time. Long pause. Making the Costa Rican fans of all ages very nervous. And much like this almost saved behind on the penalty for Calva, where he went the right way, just didn't have strong enough of a hand to get across it to keep it out. And that one was in the back of the net.
Sebastian Berhalter has made 2 penalty attempts out of 2 for the Vancouver Whitecaps last year. Just you can't even imagine what's going through his mom and dad right now watching this moment as he tries to keep the U.S. out in front in the shootout.
Oh my God! Berhalter out!
He just has a little bit of a stutter step before he goes to take this.
Berhalter out.
Get Navas to move.
Just like your
and
father.
Navas ends up moving the way that he was thinking he was going to go. Took a deep breath before he took it, and right there he looks up. And when Navas, you see him starting to lean and go the right way, you end up leaning back, and he put it over the top of the crossbar as his sisters watch on. So it's an opportunity for Costa Rica to level things here.
All square through 3 rounds. 2 takers each still to go. And it's Jefferson Brenes. He didn't play this tournament until coming on as a sub in the second half here today. He's played his entire career in Costa Rica. That Freeze with one save off his fingertips. In front of the U.S. supporters here in Minneapolis.
How?
Fingertips and Freeze, but powerful enough for Brenes.
Yeah, we are in
He's
trouble.
guessing the right way almost every time. And I don't even like to say guessing, because a lot of this is skill from goalkeepers and the work that they do before to know which way penalty shooters go and trying to read body language. But when it's hit with that type of power, it's very tough to keep it out. So that's a good strike from Brenes. He stays over the top of it, laces through the ball, and powers it past Matt Freeze.
20-year-old Alex Freeman, son of a Super Bowl winner. What a meteoric rise it has been this spring for him to just become a starter for Orlando City, let alone to be on the field here.
Yeah, Keylor Navas, the 38-year-old out there chirping at him, trying to influence and get into Freeman's head.
Come on, guys, come on. Yeah! All right, there you go. Now, come on, Freeze. Okay, Freeze, I'm begging you. on, Freeze, I am begging you, save this. Freeze, I'm actually begging you to save this one, please. I'm begging you right now. I'm begging you, Freeze, I'm actually begging you. But please.
And now we go to the fifth and final round of the shootout. All time. And it's kind of back where we started from the 12th minute here today. Because it's Francisco Cabo, the former Minnesota United captain. Back in the Twin Cities, he went to the bottom right-hand corner to score his penalty to give Costa Rica first half lead.
Which Freeze got a good hand on. And it's the same type of situation with Malik Tillman, except that Calvo scored. But you know that if you're taking a penalty in a game like that, you're going to your favorite side. So now does he mix it up? Or does he go the same way? That's a bit of the duel you're seeing right now between these two.
Come on, Freeze. Alright, we have to score this.
Well, Freeze came so close the last time. And this time he gets the better. And he has a little conversation with Pochettino there with his goalkeeper coach. Freeze decides not to move.
If we score this, we move on.
Strong in the middle. Calvo goes right down the middle. And he is right there to punch it away. Terrific recognition and a big-time save from Freeze.
USA! USA! USA!
And it's the second half substitute stepping up to take it. John Michael Tolkien. Call him J-Mod. 22-year-old from Chatham, New Jersey. Worked his way up from the New York Red Bulls, now playing in Germany. He is out this tournament because Serginho Dest isn't. He is fighting with this penalty spot to try to find the right way to lay this ball down. Keylor Navas is doing all he can to delay and to obstruct. John Tolkien, his 7th game played for the United States, can win the shootout with this kick.
You do it? I know.
Come on, please.
Save it.
Fuck. Alright. Damn it.
You can see Tolkien right after this save. He goes over and looks at the penalty spot. There was a lot of things going on before that. And he's trying to deal with how the planning of the foot was. Now he's going over and having a conversation with Matt Freeze. They're making sure, of course,
Come on, guys. Let's finish this.
Line, which he was.
What save?
Navas, that is. With the upper hand.
He's like, finish this shit. Like, come on, guys.
Keep it out.
Come on.
As the players Costa Rica are missing through suspension, watch on agonizingly. But what a big-time save for an experienced player who we knew would be a factor in this. And he came up with a huge moment. Both goalkeepers doing their part.
From a former New York Red Bulls youth player to a current one, we go in the 6th round of the shootout. It's 19-year-old Andy Rojas of New York Red Bulls 2. As we enter sudden death rounds, you see how hard they're working to get the right placement of the ball on that penalty spot.
Come on, you guys.
Now the teenager, chance to put Costa Rica on the verge of victory.
Save! Come on, Freeze!
You're doing like Argentine guy, zooming.
Here's your moment, and he is seizing it in the shootout. He's gone the right way almost every single time. Has a little bit of a bounce before, and then he's leaning, he's going as his ball's coming off the foot. He's clearly, again, the left foot is dragging. His technique, his experience, it's showing right now in a shootout. And it's going to be an opportunity for Damian Downs to punch the ticket to the semifinal for the U.S.
Come on, man.
That Freeze's 3rd save of the shootout. 20-year-old Damian Downs, German-born to American father, dreamed of being a pro football player when he was a kid. Now he's a pro soccer player, and he can win the shootout for the United States right here.
All right, come on. Wednesday.
That's rolling, man. You missed.
It doesn't matter how. Get to the next round and win at all costs. And the United States have to work tonight. They go behind early, they take the lead. Costa Rica punch back, they push them all the way. We found out a lot about this group. Wasn't the best performance you've seen from this team, but all that matters is that some guys rose to the top and staked their claim, not just for now, but going forward. Big time, U.S. moving on to the semifinal.
Moving on. We are moving on. See you on Wednesday, Guatemala.
So it's going to be your job to show up and support this team. Back to Rob Stone we go in Los Angeles as the United States advances to the Gold Cup semifinal.
John, Stu, thank you. We're going to take you right back out to Minneapolis in just a moment. So the U.S. secures their place on Wednesday.
Yep, so we're playing Guatemala on Wednesday.
Is that what's left? Just Mexico.
Yep, Mexico, Honduras, and U.S. Guatemala.
Wow.
That is what's left.
It's going to be United States, Mexico, maybe the final. Who knows?
Yeah, probably will be USA Mexico again.
Okay, let's keep playing here.
Yeah, it'll probably be USA Mexico again.
They will take on Guatemala in St. Louis, live on FS1.
Woo!
The other semifinal, Mexico, Honduras, coming your way from Santa Clara. So the United States off to their record 17th semifinal appearance and 13th in a row here at the Concacaf Gold Cup. Rob Stone, Landon Donovan, Lisa Du, Alexi Lawless here with you. Let's take you right back out to Minneapolis as we continue to take in some of these images. And Matt Freese was absolutely epic. 3 saves, but this is your winner. Damian Downs in his second appearance of this tournament. Picked up an injury early on in the tournament. Came on today, late stages. 78th minute in the 6'4"
Pochettino
buries it. Mauricio Pochettino off to the semifinals, and congratulations. What a feeling that must be for Downs and for the U.S. fan base as they move on to Wednesday's semifinal. Landon?
Guys, I've been saying all along.
Yeah, well, good fight to Costa Rica, though. They actually had a great fight.
Error in the last game.
Costa Rica had a great fight.
You wanted to see a response, right? And
yeah, Costa Rica had a great fight.
It's not
but we ended up being
he was fantastic.
The team on top.
Soccer fans, sports fans, American fans will know that Matt Freese after tonight.
That was probably one of the most nerve-wracking matches I've seen in a while. Because we really should have won regulation on it.
To make amends for that error. And it wasn't just the penalty kick saves. He had a couple of saves he made through the run of play. But this is going to be the shining moment. The moment that we're going to talk about, that we're going to celebrate. It's a 1v1 situation, basically. The pressure on the shooter, of course. And I came into the penalty kick shootout saying, just make one save. Just make one and trust your teammates. But Matt said, one sounds good.
Yeah, this is denying Francisco Calvo, who had beaten Freese earlier from the spot.
2 is better, right? But what's better than 2?
I think 3. Round 6. Andy Rojas stoned by Freese. And then that set up Damian Downs with the win. With this goal, the U.S. would move on to the semis. Downs takes it, and the U.S. is off and running.
That was the first time this tournament I've seen like personality out of Matt Freese, and it was good to see. It's like, I'm the man, I made the saves, and I want to see that. It's been kind of like, give us something, and that was fantastic.
Look, sports are not about perspective. Let's be honest. You sing while you're winning. We know this team is young. We know this team is inexperienced. We know this team just came together. We know all of the external things that happen throughout this tournament to get this team here. But in this moment, to your point, a player makes a mistake. A goalkeeper makes a mistake. Obviously,
Navas did not make any mistakes.
No, but incredible respect for a legend right there.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely do have respect for Navas because he's like a really good goalie. Like, he's such a good goalie. So I do have respect for him in that sense.
And it's important to note that this isn't a situation where that man right there, Pochettino, turned to Matt Turner, the incumbent, and said, "You're my number one. I just need to see other players right now. There is a competition for the goalkeeper come next summer because of Matt Turner opening the door.
That's not just a starting goalkeeper. That's the entire goalkeeper election.
Exactly. And who knows where Matt Freese goes from here, but this is a wonderful boost to his confidence. And again, he stepped up in that moment, said, hey, great opportunity for me. He grabbed it with both hands. He's the star tonight. They go on, but don't break your arms, patting yourselves on the back in terms of beating this Costa Rica team and doing what teams have done before.
U.S. off to the semifinals. We're going to hear from Matt Freese when we step. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to hear from the Harvard man, Matt Freese, who had huge stops there in the penalty kick situation. So,
all right, well, that's going to be it for this stream, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, I mean, yeah, big W to the United States. Costa Rica did put up a good fight, but we just somehow managed to slide through the penalty shootout. Like, we barely slid through it. And, yeah, that's all that I have. Much respect for Costa Rica, especially to Navas as well, because he is such an amazing goalie. Like, he is such an amazing goalie. And, yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say. So thank you all for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Helps me a lot. And we will see you guys on Wednesday when we play Guatemala.